What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Giganato Gaming here, and it looks like the buck and the doe have formed a lifelong bond. And they've created a nest. They've got 2 eggs. One of them, if they're a male, we're going to name one of them Junior, because it only makes sense. We got a Guanlong hunting down a Psittacosaurus over here. And, I don't know, this sanctuary is really coming along nicely. I mean, we still got some empty sections. Or just this last empty section. We're going to see if we can fill that up and maybe get like a carnivore going. Meanwhile, we've got the 2 Spinosaurs. We got one of the baby Spinosaurs just walking around over here. Made your way all the way over there. And Big Al is hunting down a Diplodocus, it looks like. We've got 4 things on low health. Oh, I think the Deinonychus... I think that's just from... Oh no, some of them are starving, but like... That's just from some of them fighting parasaurs and whatever. Yeah, a lot of... We got 4 Deinonychus that are on low health. All 4 of them are juveniles. We got Kermit trying to hunt down a Gallimimus, it looks like. I don't want to have to step in and give them some food. I really don't want to. Hopefully they'll smell the Gallimimus carcass and go after it. Hopefully. Come on, Kermit, you got this. You got this. There you go, you got him. Awesome. So yeah, we got 4 things on low health. I'm gonna have to try and step in a little bit. We got a Lokiceratops that's fully grown. Awesome. I kind of don't want these juveniles to die. So I'm just going to put this over here, and I'm going to put one over here. We got the doe hunting down a Dryosaurus. I think that wandered all the way over here. Yeah, that was a mistake. We got a Guanlong that's now fully grown. We got the doe hunting down the other Dryosaurus. It sucks to be those 2 Dryos. It really does. Alright. Let's fill up this one last section with maybe herbivores and then get like maybe another small carnivore over here and a large carnivore. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Let's get some of that. And as we're doing this, I forgot to do this in the last episode. If you find yourself enjoying this video and want more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Let's see if we could get this channel to 2,000 subscribers. That would be super amazing. But with that, let's begin the sanctuary. Let's get this last bit of the sanctuary going. Fill up the island with dinosaurs. That's kind of what we want. We got movement in the nest. We got more ornithomimuses. Awesome. Okay. Got a bunch of them here. Alright, I got some feeders for the hopefully for the juvenile Deinonychus, because I don't want them to starve to death. Yeah, I kind of stepped in a little bit. I know I shouldn't really step in, but whatever. What do we got? More iguanodons. Okay, awesome. At least we know the herbivores are thriving. Nira and Aladar are the parents, so Aladar. Aladar Jr., that is. There we go. We got a Ceratosaurus trying to hunt down one of the Diplodocus. Oh! Someone did comment that they wanted one of the Diplodocus to be named Chicken. That's Dexter. We got this one here. Wait a minute. We got Delilah here. This one here. We'll name you Chicken. There we go. One of you did want one of the Diplodocus to be named Chicken. Meanwhile, Alyssa's hunting down an Ornithomimus. We got movement. More Gallimimuses. That's awesome. Alright, so let's start with some herbivores. Let's get a bunch of herbivores going. So what should we start with? Maybe something small. Maybe have Homalocephalae in here. Yeah, let's get Homalocephalae in here. That should be food for them. They want pasture. It doesn't look like they want wetlands, so let's give them some pasture. We got movement in the nest. What do we got? Baby T-Rexes. Let's go. One of them's got to be Junior. One of them has the mother's colors. We got a female. 2 females, alright. You know, I'm gonna name one of them Junior anyway. I'm gonna name this one Junior. I know Junior was a male, but we have to have a Junior up in here. We got a Ceratosaurus and a Loki-Ceratops duking it out. The Loki-Ceratops don't really do much. We got a Psittacosaurus on low health. Why? You don't have any ground fruit. I'm guessing you're hungry? Oh, you're dehydrating. You're like dying of thirst. Okay. Interesting. There will be casualties. That's a given. There will be casualties. Yeah, that Psittacosaurus just died. Where are the Spinos? Never mind that now. Alright, anyway. Let's get the Homalocephalae nice and comfortable in their home. Oh, I never released them. Let's release them. Maybe we should get some Pachycephalosaurs as well. Maybe to, just get, like, a variety of creatures going.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Homalocephalae.
We got movement. We got more Ornithomimuses. That's cool. Alright, at least this area is thriving. Alright. Alright, why do they keep wandering in areas that they're not supposed to be in? Alright, where even are the Spinos? There they are. We got the 2 Spinos duking it out. I guess they do fight from time to time. There we go. Alright, let's finally get this going. So, Homalocephalae. They just need some water. Alright? All they need is some water. That's obstructed, really. Alright, well, they got water anyway. Have a small nest over here. Have a small nest over here. There we go. And have a small nest over here. We'll have 3 of them. There we go. Let's move on to the next herbivore. Let's get, like, I don't know, Pachycephalosaurus. That's what I'm thinking. Or Stygimoloch. I prefer Pachy. Let's get Pachy over here. Just so we have, like, a Pachycephalosaurid. Let's get the Pachycephalosaurs out. Maybe we should get some, like, Stegosaurs over here. I'd like to get a Hadrosaur, maybe Stegosaurus for the Stegosaurs, the armored herbivores, because we have Ankylosaurus.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We should throw in Triceratops anyway. You know, I'll throw Triceratops in maybe over here, because Ankylosaurus lives over there. They do cooperate together. Alright, let's get maybe Corythosaurus, or should we get Edmontosaurus? You know what? Let's get Edmontosaurus. So we get a couple of different hadrosaurs over here. We got a fight between Alyssa and a Ceratosaurus. How they made it all the way over here, I have no idea. Don't know what they're doing, but whatever. We got Kermit fighting a Deinonychus. We got a Diplodocus claiming a nest. That's awesome. Don't know what these 2 are doing, but whatever. Let's move on. Alright, let's go ahead and see what the Edmontosaurs want. Ground fiber, they should be all set to go with that. Let me get some pasture going. They should have ground fiber. They should be all set to go. Let's get the Edmontosaurs out. I'm assuming they need large nests. I would imagine. And then I'll put the carnivore, like, in the distance, so they'll have to find food. Alright, Edmontosaurus, let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased
No, they're good with medium.
to the party.
They're good with medium. In fact, I'll get one more medium nest just in case. And then for sauropods, we'll worry about the sauropods in a minute. Right now, let's get, like, I'm thinking Stegosaurus. Let's get Stegosaurus over here. Alright, let's release the Stegosaurs. Just so we have an armored herbivore over here. We got compies claiming a nest. That's awesome. We got an iguanodon fighting Big Al. Looks like Big Al killed an iguanodon. Yeah, this was from, like, the second generation. Yeah. Not even from the first generation. That Lokiceratops just phased into existence. That was awesome. Alright, let's get the second batch of Stegos out here. What do they require? Hold on. What kind of nest? Ground fiber, ground fruit. You guys need some cover. Okay, they're expanding their territory. Alright, I'll let them expand their territory for a minute. Give them some cover in the meantime. Give them some tropical. We got some cover here. Give them some privacy from, like, all the other stuff and whatever. And then let's go ahead and get some sauropods. Let's get a sauropod going. I'm thinking Brachiosaurus. It only makes sense. Brachiosaurus. There's going to be 2 in each, so let's just get 4. Let's release the Brachiosaurs. We'll have our sauropod. And I'm thinking we get Giganotosaurus for this bit. No, you just don't want to place it there. There we go. Alright, let's get Giganotosaurus going. Where should we put it? That'd be too close to the Spinos. Alright, let's get our carnivore. Let's move into carnivores. Maybe get Giganotosaurus. They kind of have to hunt a little to get what they need. Movement found in large nest. We got a Diplodocus. Look at that. The next generation of Diplodocus. Wow. Delilah's all grown up. Arthur Jr.'s all grown up. Dippy. Who's the father of this hatchling here? We got some more iguanodons. Awesome. Alright. Let's move on to the next one. Wait, we got some baby Packies already? We do have juvenile Packies already. We got 2 Stegos duking it out. They're trying to duke it out. It's the... Oh no, I thought it was the 2 males for a minute. Alright. Alright, let's release them. Our 2 Giganotosaurs. Jay and Verna. They're part of this sanctuary. Alright, so we gotta name this one here Jay. And this one, Verna. There we go, we got movement in the nest. And it's ankylosaurs. Look at that, that's awesome. 3 new ankylosaurs. Was Bumpy cut from the game? Because I don't see Bumpy's skin anywhere. Let me take a look. There's the Jurassic Park 3 ankylo. Bumpy's not a male. I know Bumpy's a female. I know that for a fact. Alright, I want to add, like, 1 more herbivore into this area. We got the T-Rexes. Yeah, I kind of stepped in a little here, as you can see, so then the small carnivores don't starve to death, like the baby Deinonychus. I want them to, like, live to adulthood anyway. Alright, let's get an arrival point to go with this. There we go. Alright. I want to get Triceratops because I feel like Triceratops is a very iconic dinosaur. Let's get that. Triceratops, wherever that is. Aha, there you are. And whatever doesn't make it into Season 1 will probably make it into Season 2. Let's release the 4 trikes. I want to at least get some trikes going. We got some movement in the nest. Stegosaurs! We've got some stegosaurs. Look at that. That is so adorable. Oh my god. Oh, look at him jump. That's so cute. Oh, some of them do have a cooldown. So, these guys won't breed again for another hour and 9 minutes. Okay. We got this compy that's starved to death. Poor thing. Little Al is all grown up now. Look at that. And you're getting hungry. Luckily. And you're hunting Thanos. Honestly, I don't blame you. The Mad Titan can be a bit of a nuisance. We got some Packies. And some grass. Okay, Homalocephalae. There we go. We got the doe hunting down a Dryosaurus. At least they're hunting anyway. Oh. She just had it in her mouth there. We got some more iguanodons. We've got a nest claimed by Edmontosaurus. That's awesome. We've got a full-on sanctuary over here. We've got Protoceratops living here. We've got Dryosaurus, T-Rex. I'll check on the Giganotosaurs. The Spinos seem to be doing well. Thanos just got away. Little Al has eaten. He's now fully grown, which is awesome. We got a fight between a Lokiceratops and the doe T-Rex. Looks like you're... Are you aggressive? Is that what's going on here? Are you aggressive? You won't be able to breed again for another 45 minutes. Missing Arid. You know, we can give you some Arid. Not a problem. Yeah, the T-Rexes have wandered all the way over here. We got a Brachiosaurus claiming a nest. That's awesome. This is awesome. I love this. We should probably recreate Isla Sorna. Like how it was in Jurassic Park 3. What are you doing all the way down here? You're away from the food. We got 3 eggs from Brachiosaurus. Awesome. How are the Patigotitans doing? We've got Piper, who will be fully grown in about a year. And then we got Patricia. They're doing well. Where are the Triceratops? There they are. Wait, let's give them some large nests. Or medium nests. They like medium. Okay, cool. Jay's already hungry. Oh, hunting down a Gallimimus. Come on, Jay. You gotta catch up. You gotta be able to catch it. You're getting there. You're almost there. That's it. Don't let it get away. There you go. Good boy. Great job. Let's go. Wonder what Verna's up to. Verna's all the way over here. She's pretty content anyway. We got an Ankylosaurus that's now all grown up. That's awesome. Yeah, we certainly have to make a... What's it called? We certainly have to make an Isla Sorna at some point. Like a Site B. Recreate Jurassic Park 3. Big Al. What's Little Al doing? Oh no. Did Little Al just kill one of... Oh, a Cerato. I thought that was a T-Rex. No, the Cerato's still alive. Hey, leave the Cerato alone. And then Little Al just goes to sleep. That's awesome. Verna's hunting down Patrick. But he's the only male. He's the only one that can carry on the species. Verna, what are you doing? We got a nest claimed by a Triceratops, which is awesome. Alright. We got some brachy eggs. We got 3 more brachy's coming in. The brachiosaurs are kind of thriving a bit. That's awesome. When will Patricia be able to breed again? Oh no, you're breeding right now. Okay. What do we got? Movement in the nest? We got some Edmontosaurs. Awesome. Look at that. We got some Ankylosaur eggs over here. We got lifelong bonds. That's from Ankylosaurus 6. A lifelong bond with Ankylosaurus 8. That's awesome. They're carrying on the next generation. That's only showing the father, which probably means the mother died. Patrick's just healing from getting attacked by Verna. Piper's all grown up. Piper is all grown up. That is awesome. What do we got here? A Diplodocus. A lone Diplodocus. Guanlong hunting down a Psittacosaurus. That's not surprising. You're Arthur Jr.'s daughter. Arthur Jr. and Delilah. That's awesome. Who are you? You're Dippy's son. No, daughter, even. You're Delilah's sister. We got some movement. More Edmontosaurs. Yo, those green ones are kind of a vibe. Real talk. I love how this is turning into a flourishing ecosystem. Verna is hunting down Patrick again. Oh, Verna, leave Patrick alone. Leave Patrick alone. What are you doing? He's the only one that can carry on the legacy. Alright, he's still alive. That's good. Let's get one so Piper can, like, carry on the lineage. That's an expedition center. We don't want that. We want an arrival point. There we go. Alright, let's, additional bays, accelerated growth. We'll get a male. So then Piper can continue the generation. This time we got 2. Alright, so Piper's about to have 2 siblings. Awesome. Let's get another male going. We got movement in the nest. What do we got? Pachycephalosaurs. Okay. That's awesome. I don't think Verna's claimed a nest yet. There she is. And there's Alyssa. Are Verna and Alyssa gonna fight at some point? Maybe. Alright, we got the next male Patago Titan ready to be released. This next male will be Piper's male. We got more Ankylosaurs. That one kind of looks like Bumpy, even though it's a male. Since you're a male and not a female, I might actually name you Bumper. Yeah, that's what I'll name you. Bumper. Bumper the Ankylosaurus. I hope you survive. The 2 Patago Titans have hatched. Ducky is all grown up. That's awesome. Let's see what you look like. Look at you. All grown up. That's awesome. And actually not too far from the Patago Titans either. What do we got here? Some Brachiosaurs. Look at that. We gotta name one of them Firecracker. We just have to. You know, from Camp Cretaceous. Verna's hunting down Patrick again. Yep, see? That's why we got another male. We got some more movement. Some Guanlongs. Okay. Cool, cool. We got 2 more females. Well, we gotta name them, I guess. Wait, Prue's the oldest, so we'll name you Piper. We'll name you Phoebe. And then we'll name the already fully grown Piper. We'll rename you Prue. It only makes sense. We'll rename you Prue. You're Prue now. There we go, because Prue's the oldest. It only makes sense. We got a Guanlong that hunted down a Dryosaurus. That's awesome. I think Jay and Verna have pretty much all separated from each other. Where are they? Alright, Jay's just hunting down an ornithomimus, or a gallimimus even. Oh, poor gallimimus. You're still alive, because you're at 21%. How come the juveniles have more health than the female, or than the adults do? The adults get insta-killed, whereas the females, or the juveniles, take a lot, for whatever reason. Where even is Verna? She's all the way over here for whatever reason. I kind of want these two to breed. I don't really want to have to step in, but I might have to. But I'll do that on, like, my spare time. I might even bring Jay over here. But yeah, with that, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, hold on. We got some more Diplodocus. Anyway, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.